In this video, we're going over 9 reasons why you should buy the new Samsung Galaxy A02s. Welcome back to another video by H2Tech. I'm your tech guide Wayne, and if you learned something new in this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button below and consider hitting the thanks button to leave a tip. And if you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button and also tap the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new videos. Also, make sure you follow us on Amazon for my best tech recommendations. In today's video, we're going over 9 reasons why you should buy the new Samsung Galaxy A02s. I always like to cover the pros and the cons when I do a review, so we're going to give you both sides of the coin today in helping you decide if this is the right phone for you. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Our first reason is going to be the screen. So this does have a 6.5-inch screen edge to edge, and it is an HD plus screen. So nice and big, nice and bright, and definitely looks great. Moving on to number 2. This does have a 5,000 milliamp battery, which is basically, it's considered very large when you compare it to a lot of the other phones in this price range. The average phone has about 3.5 to 4,000 milliamp battery. This has 5,000. Translation, think of it as about a day and a half of battery life on average. So the more the better, and you definitely want to get that big battery, and that's one great plus of this phone. Moving on to number 3, this phone will allow you to expand your memory with a micro SD card to get more storage. And since we're talking about expandable storage, you can actually get a 256 gigabyte expandable memory card for this phone for about $40. So we'll have a link below in the description if you decide to get this phone and you also want to add that memory card. It's definitely something that is a must-have accessory to go with this phone. Moving on to number 4, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 450 octa-core processor. So you've got a reputable name for the processor, you know, and 4 processors. So it's going to be nice and smooth and fast in terms of using the phone. Moving on to number 5. So you are getting 3 cameras on the back. You are getting a 13 megapixel wide camera, 2 megapixel depth camera, and a 2 megapixel macro camera. So you've got 3 cameras on the back, which translates into really awesome pictures. And obviously on the front, you will get a 5 megapixel wide angle camera to take those nice wide selfies. Moving on to number 6, you are getting a 15 watt fast charge with this phone. And it does support USB Type-C, which is the newer connection type. Now, one thing I would encourage you to get if you do get this phone is to buy an extra charger, because the charger in the box is not going to be very long. So I will have a link below in the description that'll have a few cool charger options that will be longer. And also don't forget to get a charger for your car. Since it does support fast charge, you can also get a fast charger for your car to make sure it charges up quick when you're on the go. Now, moving on to number 7, this phone does have an auxiliary connection, which is being phased out of a lot of the newer higher end phones, but it does have that 3.5 auxiliary jack. So if you have just an old school pair of earbuds or headphones, they will be compatible with this phone for a direct plug-in and easy use with taking calls and listening to music. Moving on to number 8, the price is a big pro of this phone. The starting price for this phone on Amazon is $129, and it is going to vary depending on where you buy it, but if you do get it on Amazon, it does start at $129, which is just a great price and such a great value for all the features you get with this phone. And number 9, the last reason to get this phone is going to be this phone is compatible with Smart View. Now, for those of you that have had Samsung phones in the past, you might have been familiar using this feature. It's called Smart View. It's what allows you to mirror your phone directly to a smart TV, specifically with Samsung TVs and also with Roku's. So it makes it really easy if you have Netflix or Hulu or one of the other video apps and you want to play something right from your phone to your smart TV. You just turn on that Smart View feature and it allows the phone to easily connect to the TV to be able to then play that content on the TV. So not all the Samsung models have it, really important, and this one has it, so I definitely wanted to highlight that. So those are all the pros. Let's move on to the cons. There's not that many, but I do want to highlight them so you do have all the facts before you decide if this is the phone for you. The first thing is going to be that this phone only comes in one internal storage model, which is 32 gigs, which in 2021, this is not a lot. So it's a little, it's definitely not a lot of storage to start with. And of that 32 gigs, you actually only get access to 19 once you subtract the operating system and all the pre-installed apps that the phone comes with. So that's one important thing you always have to look at. Even though phones will advertise 32 gigs, that's the total amount of internal storage, but you only have access to 19 gigs of that because some of that is taken up by the operating system. So you're starting with 19. Definitely encourage you to get that 256 gig memory card that I mentioned earlier, because that's going to give you so much more space for your pictures and your videos and all those different files. Now moving on to con number 2, it's going to be that this phone is not 5G capable. So if you were looking for a 5G phone, this does not have that compatibility. It just is 4G LTE. So, it's something you gotta live with. There is not a 5G variant available for this phone. And then lastly, moving on to number 3, this phone does not have a fingerprint sensor. So if you had a phone in the past where you use your fingerprint to unlock the phone, unfortunately, this does not have a fingerprint sensor. However, it does have facial recognition. So you can program your face to unlock the phone, and that's super easy. It's just going to the settings and going to lock screen. And there is a section, actually not lock screen, you go to biometrics and security. And in this section, you can set up your facial recognition. So unfortunately, it's not as good as having that traditional fingerprint sensor, which I love and I, try to get when I get phones. But if you can live without that, that's, it's still a really great phone. So anyway, this has been our full review, our pros and cons, 8 or 9 reasons why you should buy the Samsung Galaxy A02s. I hope you guys found this video helpful. We tried to be thorough and really give you both sides of the coin, and also give you some cool recommendations as well in terms of some cool things to go with this phone. Again, you definitely want to get that memory card to expand that storage, since it is limited in terms of what it comes with. So anyway, if you guys found this video helpful, make sure you like, favorite, and share if it was helpful. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more videos. Take care, and as always, have a good one.